Hello friends and welcome to the YouTube channel of TBL Education Private Limited, where we help you upskill yourself every day by adding a little bit of value. And in this video, we're going to be talking about intellectual property rights. I'm Xavier Menezes from Mumbai, and this is the latest video on our module which teaches you how to get started on your startup journey. Now at this point, you've already come up with your idea, you've come up with your pitch, you've already figured out how your product looks, how it works, and you basically have everything that you need to get into the market. But one big problem that you are going to face is competition. There will be a lot of companies who will want to copy your idea, to take that idea and to make it better with their own immense resources. And even though you've put your creativity into creating the product, how are you going to defend that product? How are you going to defend that idea? And the answer to that is intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights are rights that protect intangible creations of the human mind, such as ideas or formulas. Now, these rights are very important because obviously, unlike an actual piece of property, you can't put a fence around an idea. But intellectual property rights allow you to protect your ideas anyway. The most important IPR for a startup is a patent. A patent allows you to declare your product as unique based on a number of criteria and stop people from copying it. So, for instance, if you have built a flying car, you can patent that car by saying that these are the car traits. This is the type of engine it uses. This is the type of fuel it uses. This is the basic structure. And based on those qualities, you can stop other companies and other creators from copying those qualities. Companies are much likelier to invest in startups that have patented their core invention since it is a stamp of quality. It is a sign that you are not just anyone but someone who has been recognized as an inventor, and there is massive prestige associated with that in the corporate world. Patents will also prevent bigger, richer companies from copying your idea, which allows you to expand and make profits without competition for a set period. So now you can declare your idea to the public, you can take surveys, you can build on your product, you can modify it, and there will be no interference from other companies, which gives you a lot of breathing room even if you don't have a lot of funds. And this can be very valuable for startup creators in early stages. We are now going to tell you the steps that you need to take in order to get your product patented. Step 1. Maintain records of your creation process with all your prototypes and past attempts to document how you created the product. Also consider having your employees sign NDAs. Now what happens here is that when you're creating a product, you shouldn't just keep the final formula of the product because the patent office is going to want to look at your entire creation process to prove that you've created the product from scratch. So all your failed inventions, all your rough ideas, all your earlier sketches, make sure that you have physical records of everything so the company can look at your entire journey and understand how you intellectually came to the process of developing your product in its final stage. Having employees sign NDAs is optional because if you already have employees working under you, there is a very small chance that they could actually go to other people and give them the details of your product idea, which would be very problematic for you. As a result, you can have them sign NDAs. However, if you are a startup founder looking to patent your idea just after you've invented it, and if you don't have any staff, then it's not going to be an issue. Now, second, look through patent databases to make sure that your product hasn't been created before. Obviously, you can't file a patent because even if you are completely and totally innovative, if someone else has had the exact same idea before, your product can't be patented. Also, you need to see if your product qualifies under patent law. There are certain traits that make your product worthy of getting a patent called patentability. And there are three main traits in most versions of patent law. Your invention must be new. It should be something that no one else has thought of before. Your invention must be non-obvious, something that people can't easily think of. You can't just copy paste aspects of another product and make a few minor changes. It has to be something really innovative that other people can't easily visualize or imagine. At the same time, it also must be useful. You can't just patent art. You can't make a painting and file a patent for the painting. You have to create something that will you help people in their daily life so that will have some very specific applicability. Step 3. Design sketches, drawings, and 3D models that will detail and demonstrate all your product traits. So obviously, you're going to want the patent office to understand what your product does. And you can't just tell them that or you can't just make a sketch, right? You need to make a complete compendium of works that actually detail and demonstrate all your product traits. You need to physically write down, this is what my product does. You need to draw your product in various phases. Coming back to a flying car example, you need to show the car while flying, you need to show it while it's static, you need to show it disassembled, and you need to show the various components. This will allow the patent office to get a holistic understanding of your product. 4. Prepare your application, but keep in mind that it can be quite expensive. At minimum, a lot of startup applications for patents have cost $5,000, and software patents can cost more than $20,000. So it can get extremely expensive. In which case, you might want to take a loan from your investors. Now, file a provisional application first, which allows you to use patent pending and gives you 12 months to write the actual claim. Now, writing a claim will take a lot of time, and obviously, a lot of companies who know your design can much rather hire their own attorneys and facilitate the process, right? But if you make a provisional application, it will give you a 1 year breathing window. Within and in these 12 months, you can write your actual claim. It also gives you the bonus right to use patent pending whenever you're advertising your product, which is still quite prestigious. And now step 5. File a non-provisional patent application with detailed drawings and explanations about how to use your product, why it is different and what features should be patented. The non-provisional patent application is your actual patent application, and once that is approved, you will get your formal official patent. No patent pending, no waiting period. You will get an actual patent that defends your product for a very large amount of time. However, the procedure and the charges for this product are very high. Sending in the main application itself costs around $400, and you might have a lot of additional costs. Now, while getting an attorney might be even more cost on top of this, you have to keep in mind that the procedure is extremely complex. Every single one of your drawings has to meet a certain standard and has to be done in a certain format. Your written claims must also follow a certain format. The sentence structure has to follow a certain format, and as a result, it is extremely hard to explain or to understand by yourself. So, if you get some professional legal help, it is very strongly recommended because although there is additional cost, it will make your job much easier. And once you get that approved, you will have your proper patent. Your product will be completely and totally non-copyable, and you can proceed with your startup journey without worrying about competition. That is all for this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. TBL Education exists to help everyone. If you have any doubts, spell them out in the comment section. Remember that the world is full of innovators. Thank you very much.